was not going to be inside of the TV business and not be really aware of what goes on. So finally, the president of the network called me and she said, "You're burning a huge opportunity. Brooke Johnson, you're burning a huge opportunity." I said, "Brooke, it's all to me about authenticity." I said, "I don't need the paycheck, and I said, I'm happy with my life. I love what I do. I like my cooking show called Guy's Big Bite. I cook food the way I want, call it what I want to call it, make it the way I want to make it." And I said, me and gadgets for cooking is just not a thing. She goes, "Well, you might not ever get a shot like this again." I said, "I really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I just don't want to do it." And she said, "Okay." And that was it. But fortunately, 6 months later, they called me back and said, "We're going to give you one more shot. You're going to be a food critic." I said, "Nope, thank you." They go, hold on. "Why not?" I said, "I'm not a food critic. I'm a cook. Last thing I'm going to do is go in and tell people they're doing it right and they're wrong. That's like someone going and telling somebody they don't like their art's wrong. Bullshit. That's not my style." So they said, "Well, okay, it's not that. It's not that. You go around," this was the key word, "you go around to mom and pop joints and you just eat the food and talk to the people." Like, that I can do. That's my style. I said, "What's it called?" "Diners, Drivers, Dive-Ins, and Dines." I said, "What?" They couldn't get the name right. No one ever gets Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives right. That's why we call it Triple D all the time. I said, "I could do that. I could do that. That sounds like dives. I love dives. I don't know a lot about diners because we don't have many of them on the West Coast. And drive-ins, I love. That was always special to me to go to the A&W drive-in when I was a kid. We didn't eat fast food when I was a kid. So when you went there, that was like big, big deal. And so I got going.